The deadliest duo in U.S. history, Ottis Toole and Henry Lee Lucas serial killer. Welcome, true crime fans. Today we unravel the horrifying tale of two of America's most notorious criminals, Ottis Toole and Henry Lee Lucas. Known as the Deadliest Duo, their crimes left an indelible mark on the landscape of American criminal history, raising questions that continue to haunt us. What happens when two individuals with a penchant for violence unite in a deadly partnership? What drives them to commit unspeakable acts against innocent lives? Join us as we explore the top 10 chilling facts about Ottis Toole and Henry Lee Lucas, a duo whose exploits challenge our understanding of evil and the human psyche, leaving us to wonder how deeply darkness can run in those we least suspect. Prepare yourself for a journey into the abyss of crime, where fear and fascination intertwine, revealing a haunting legacy that lingers in our collective consciousness. Number 10. The Unlikely Partnership. The story of Ottis Toole and Henry Lee Lucas began in the early 1970s when the two met in a Florida homeless shelter. What could possibly unite two seemingly ordinary men in a bond forged by violence? Both men were drifters, searching for a sense of belonging in a world that had abandoned them. Their mutual fascination with violence and crime quickly transformed into a lethal partnership as they began to indulge their darkest impulses together. What began as a friendship soon spiraled into a terrifying alliance, where each man fed off the other's depravity, pushing the boundaries of morality further and further. Their destructive dynamic would soon set the stage for a string of murders that would haunt the nation. Number 9. A trail of murders. Ottis and Henry's reign of terror began in the early 1970s as they crisscrossed the country, committing gruesome acts of violence. How did their murderous spree leave investigators baffled? They claimed responsibility for hundreds of murders, with estimates ranging as high as 600, leading authorities to struggle to separate fact from fiction. Their confessions were often inconsistent, blurring the lines between reality and fabrication, which created a chilling narrative that captivated and horrified the public. Each claimed to have committed heinous acts, but the truth of their claims remained shrouded in ambiguity, leaving a chilling legacy of uncertainty in their wake that still haunts the memories of the families affected. Number 8. The manipulation of the system. One of the most disturbing aspects of their story is how both Toole and Lucas exploited the criminal justice system. What did their manipulative tactics reveal about their twisted minds? They often confessed to murders they did not commit, seeking attention and notoriety rather than justice. Their ability to manipulate police and prosecutors turned the investigation into a convoluted mess, as investigators struggled to verify their claims. This dark game of cat and mouse not only confounded law enforcement, but also highlighted the vulnerabilities within the justice system, revealing how easily it could be misled by cunning individuals. Their confessions raised unsettling questions about the reliability of testimony in the pursuit of justice, making it difficult for victims' families to find closure. Number 7. Ottis Toole, the arsonist. Ottis Toole was not only a murderer, but also a skilled arsonist. What drove him to set fires as a means of destruction? His fascination with fire began in childhood and evolved into a dangerous obsession, leading to numerous incidents of arson across the United States. Toole used fire as a means to erase evidence and assert his control, creating a trail of devastation that mirrored the chaos of his mind. His pyromania became a defining characteristic of his violent life, demonstrating the depths of his depravity and the lengths he would go to satisfy his twisted urges, ultimately showcasing a deeply troubled psyche in desperate need of help. Number 6. Henry Lee Lucas, the charismatic con man. Henry Lee Lucas, the more charismatic of the duo, was a master manipulator who could charm his way into anyone's good graces. What made him so captivating, despite his horrific actions? Lucas possessed a remarkable ability to captivate those around him with his stories and personality, often drawing people into his web of deceit. His charm often masked the monstrous nature within, allowing him to gain trust while hiding his true intentions. As he and Toole roamed the country, Lucas's charisma became a powerful weapon in their deadly arsenal, enabling them to evade capture and continue their reign of terror while ensnaring others in their devious plots. Number 5. The infamous confession. In 1983, Lucas confessed to the murder of 100 people, igniting a media frenzy that captivated the nation. What motivated him to confess to so many crimes? Lucas claimed that he wanted to gain notoriety and fame, believing that confessing would make him a household name. The confession shocked the public, leading to a wave of hysteria surrounding his alleged crimes, even as many of his claims were later proven false. This moment marked a turning point in their criminal saga, shifting the focus from their actual actions to the myths and legends surrounding their names, creating a chilling folklore that blurred the lines between fact and fiction, leaving communities rattled and in fear of the unknown. Number 4. The misleading statistics. The sensational nature of Lucas's confessions led to an explosion of false leads and misleading statistics regarding the number of victims. How did their confessions impact the broader landscape of crime investigation? Authorities became overwhelmed with tips and reports, many of which were based on dubious claims made by the duo. This flood of misinformation hindered genuine investigations into real cases, illustrating the dangers of relying on unreliable confessions in the quest for justice. The fallout from their manipulations not only tarnished the investigation into their crimes, but also raised critical questions about the reliability of confessions and the integrity of the justice system, leaving families frustrated and yearning for clarity. Number 3. The capture and trial. Both Toole and Lucas were eventually apprehended in the early 1980s, leading to a highly publicized trial that captivated the nation. What revelations came to light during this dark chapter of American crime? As the details of their crimes emerged, the courtroom became a theater of horror, revealing the depths of their depravity and the terror they inflicted on their victims. The trial exposed the chilling reality of their partnership, highlighting how two disturbed individuals could wreak havoc together. Their trial served as a grim reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface, as the nation watched in horror at the evidence presented against them, leaving many grappling with the horror that could exist in the shadows. Number 2. Life behind bars. After their convictions, Toole and Lucas spent their lives in prison, yet their infamy only grew. How did they cope with their new reality? Both men continued to seek attention and notoriety while behind bars, with Lucas even attempting to profit from his notoriety by selling his story. Their time in prison became a twisted continuation of their crimes, as they manipulated the media and law enforcement to maintain their relevance and infamy. In many ways, their incarceration only fueled their need for attention, as they reveled in the horror they had inflicted upon countless victims, casting a long shadow over their lives and those of the families they destroyed. Number 1. The legacy of fear. The legacy of Ottis Toole and Henry Lee Lucas continues to haunt the American public, reminding us of the terrifying potential for evil that exists in the world. What lessons can we draw from their horrific tale? Their story challenges us to confront the unsettling truth that some individuals are capable of unimaginable cruelty, often hiding behind a facade of normalcy. As we reflect on their actions, we are left grappling with the haunting reality of how two disturbed minds can come together to create chaos and fear, leaving behind a trail of destruction that lingers in the hearts and minds of those affected. The chilling legacy of the Deadliest Duo serves as a grim reminder of the darkness that can dwell within, urging us to remain vigilant against the horrors that can emerge from the most unlikely of partnerships. Thank you for joining us on this harrowing journey into the lives of Ottis Toole and Henry Lee Lucas. If you found this exploration of true crime captivating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more chilling stories from the world of crime.